Got ourselves, I like the name Baby Drake, by the way. I like the name Baby Drake. Ooh, the set. Hold on a second. You are Drakthea, right? Look at the horns, man. That's just it's a horns on top of horns. The shoulder horns, the helmet horns, and the normal horns. What a set. Got ourselves Fairlin first up versus Azen. Man's got himself a full-on. I like this alliance set. Hold on a second. Oh man, hold on a second. This man cook with that set. Massive hammer dropping down Fairlin. Does have ultra for this one. The shaman to respond to the aggression over Ret Paladin instantly. Lockdown on stun. Ice block while ultra is up. You know what? That would have been tragic if you, let's say, pressed no block and you died before ultra could go off. That would have been tragic. So honestly, it may not be the worst move. That was a tough one. With how much birds the Pally started off with, that is rough. Not gonna lie. Fairly at least got himself ice form, no stun available, but a massive hammer. Still gonna be rocking the Hellburn, no block available unless you go for a proper stun. Dude, Asa just not giving you a chance to catch a breather, knocking it back, but he's just knocking you into a grave. Lord, dude, the Pally damage. This man's got the full block too. It looks so good, by the way. I always like this plate set, not even a warrior set. The plate set from the Eliza Stormwind Guard set, or Warfront set rather. I always thought that one looked excellent. Just an immaculate set. With Fadeaway going to be getting the opener versus Azen. Got himself a human racial coming up very soon. Only able to wall this damage off. Might be looking at a bow potentially here. Wings, random proc should at least give you some healing. While he's got a random wings proc, he really wants to catch up to the rogue, get some damage in. Hit him with something, or at least try to. It's going to be a Shadow Strike, stun onto the rogue. Might put Azen in a bad spot here with a trinket, big hammer onto the rogue. Cloak of Shadows to follow up. There goes the bubble. There goes the bubble. Oh, what is this? Just ignoring the Cloak of Shadows? Just what is this? Not wait. You just tried to blind him? I think I might have tried to blind him thinking the bubble was going to fall off. Honestly, I also thought blind would have fallen, well, bubble would have fallen off too there. That lasted a little longer than I expected to. That was a lot of damage. What a turnaround. Normally when you get jumped by a rogue, you don't really get much of a way to like respond. Normally it's really up to rogues. Like the ball is in his court completely. You just gotta wait for him to potentially be able to turn around on you at some point, right? They gotta figure something out. But he's got himself a bit of that Wake of Ashes cleaving things. Will not be able to find the rogue instantly here. That is a rough, man. That is legitimately just rough. As Azen try to see if he can get himself a bit of a reset. Love the mount too. That thing, I still gotta go back and get it. That thing was pretty expensive back in the day though. Isn't it almost a mil gold? It's only 600k. I might actually be able to get it. Because we're still raiding Anima Consumes. Fadeaway, just try to see if he can get himself a bit of a reset here. Azen only has a bob. But it still is a lot. That hammer. Need a stun? Wait, there's just nothing you can do there. I honestly thought you would live. I honestly thought you would be okay. I honestly thought you'd be okay. I actually thought you'd be fine. It was like 70% health. Normally it's fine. Why is he getting flagged up? That is BM. I honestly thought he'd be okay. Am I the only one who thought that the rogue was going to be able to live that go? Azen just came in and dropped the hammer on this guy in the most physical, metaphysical, literal, philosophical way. Literally dropped the hammer on him in the most philosophical way possible. Full wreck onto Smog. Got himself a bit of damage. Smog getting blasted. He's got himself immunity to CC, but not immunity to death itself. Trying to go for a deep breath. Apparently doesn't even connect. What is happening? Big disintegrates though. Able to get away from Azen. Spell warded to keep himself alive and floated. Got himself a bit of that hand of freedom. Smog got full burst, everything available. Looking for a bit of that recovery. Azen also looking for recovery. Could get locked down. Massive hammer. Stun to follow up. He's just not in a great spot. I think it might be lights for Azen. He does have lay, I think. He might have lay on hands. Sleep, it's okay. Not the worst. Breath is going to do a bit of damage though. Bit of that damage. Wake of Ashes right after. Blue to go for damn. With a wall right after. Cannot get interrupted for a second. Azen, lay on hands. Do you have it? He has it. Last second. Does give himself a little bit of that health recovery. Living Flame. Massive hammer into Smog. Looking for the recovery. He just needs a breather. Sleepwalk right after. No interrupts out of Azen, which is perfect for the dragon. He still got damage. He got rooted. No hand of freedom. It looks like Smog maybe could recover a little, but no matter. He has to just walk around the corner and just try to see if he can chip away. Big deep breath. Locking him down. Disintegrate might be enough here. Shield of Vengeance, his last ditch effort. Got him some wings. I don't know if he can close the gap for a big hammer with a stun. Smog got nothing. No pre-renewal or anything like this. This is where the Pally either wins and takes the win, or yeah, he does take the win. Them hammers though. Them hammers though. That is so much damn. in a full garrote onto the rogue. He got nothing though. I don't know what Aizen can do in this situation. Yeah. Yeah. That was a lot. That was a lot. Full stun onto Zin. He could cloak out shadows all those bleeds off. May actually want to think about doing that. That is a bar skin out for Bob though, but he's gonna, I think, just bleed out the rogue. Stun, everything available. Yeah, cloak to remove the bleeds and then get out of there. That full dots onto Bob though. Vanish cloak, so at least you get himself a proper reset. Bob, if you can catch him out of bear form, that could be massive. You do have bleeds rolling on him. You just got to kind of ramp it up a little bit. Kingsbane, not being able to ramp up big Kingsbane, that is rough as a rogue. That is rough. Because you really need to like really get those dagger strikes in, really apply the poisons while Kingsbane is up in order to really have it grow in full value. Sap, which is huge for Zen. This could be something to work with. Evasion could give you potentially a go. Wall out of Bob. I think this is where you back away, right? I think this is where you back up out of the Haymaker while in cat form into a full-on main to lock you down. Is that not a stun DR? I thought it would be stun DR. Got himself evasion, but the bleed's already in. Bob is also bled up quite a bit. For Zen, he needs to get another lockdown onto Bob. That's a full bleed, potentially. I think was able to evasion the Bob under a ton of pressure. Hold on. Might be in a bit of a bad spot. Got bashed for a second in a super DR. Zen with a blind. If you go for a kidney and there's no DR, I think you just win this. Just got to keep the feral out in the open. If you go for a kidney, even in bear form, I think you still win. I think you still win. Do you have enough comp points? There it is. I think it's over. I think it's over. Unless you just bleed up yourself. I think unless you just bleed yourself. Cheat. He has a cheat death as a talent. He has cheat death as a talent. But the game decided nope. Why? Wait, so one rogue got flagged and the other got knelt down and prayed for. Big Mike over here. Preferential treatment for these rogues, man. I also love the wave animation of undeads. I think it looks so awesome. He just like super excited. You know what I mean? As Bong versus Baby Drake. Arms versus arms. Disarmed by Bong. Has he got himself avatar? Is he slowed or just RP walking? Just RP walking. Parry for parry. Maybe he can just press overpower against one another, but he's just perfectly fine. Perfectly okay. Leaping away for just a second as he charges back in. There goes his Blaze Storm, trying to see if he can ramp up his own damage. Bong playing out the Slayer this time while Baby Drake is the Colossus. So it's not that much difference. Central Stun Trinket is available. Baby Bong might actually maybe win though. Baby Drake taking it last second. Do you give him a chance as a second win opportunity? Nobody's rushing, so maybe. Giving this man a proper chance to survive this dude. Maybe possibly. Feral battled. I mean, the Pharaoh almost won too, right? Fair enough, right? Yeah. Conan, I think he's trying to give this man an honor duel here. I was gonna say, do you have second wind or is it just your health coming back up really slowly? Also, what is this mace? Is this from season 1 of DF? It's gotta be, right? It's got like that look about it. Conan charges in. Full trinket. Avatar and everything available. Baby Drake kind of behind on any defenses. Getting locked down with a stun. Got himself a Warbreaker, but not a lot to really live right now. Unless he can leap away and get away from Conan for just a second until parry is up. Trying to go for stuns of his own. Demolish right after. Is going to reduce some of the damage Conan does to him. Needs to wait for parry, but Conan just charges in. Shoulder checks him. Taking him out. 3 for Aza, by the way. That Paladin damage. I don't understand it. I honestly thought the rogue was going to live that. Like, at 70% health, I was like, okay, it's a stun, but you'll probably live with not a lot of health, but at least enough to escape and make a play. No, 70-0. Just like that. That is rough, man. That is rough. Lord.